All right, what's up, everyone? Trucker Trader coming live from TA Truck Stop here in New York. More specifically, I am in Binghamton, New York. Binghamton. I delivered a load here this morning. Picked up yesterday in Tennessee, delivered today. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. What I want to talk to you about is trading. Okay? Actually, if you look at the skate park right here, I'm thinking that maybe I will ride my bike on over here. I ended up picking up a bike in Atlanta, Georgia, a BMX bike in Atlanta, Georgia, the other day, and I can finally, since I have the rest of the day off, I can finally go ride it. I'll have to patch the inner tube and go. But before I do that, here, I want to switch over here to my trading platform. This is Webull trading platform. As you can see here today, it says I made $273.16. That's 9.95%. My goal was to hit 3,000 today, and we did it. We did it. Trucker Trader. I wouldn't be Trucker Trader if I didn't include any trading in this. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about was, what's going on with trading. And this is basically going to be, well, today's June 5th, and yesterday was my first day back trading since my last account challenge. Today's my second day. I traded yesterday and today. I made money on both days. I started my account roughly around 2,500, and I got it up to 3,000 today. That's not bad for a trucker who trades from shippers, receivers, truck stops, traffic jams, anywhere I could get it in, make some money. And it's my passion for trading that I want to share with you guys. I love trading just like I love BMX. I have one tattoo, it says BMX. I don't have any trading tattoos. I'll never get any. Honestly, I'll never get any more tattoos, I don't think, because it hurts so bad to get a tattoo. I digress, but listen, let me focus, okay? I have some notes here that I want to read off to you guys. So, if you've been following my journey, then I basically juggle. I'm a trucker trader, so I juggle a crazy schedule, okay? I'm hauling loads on the open road while extracting cash from the stock market. I basically treat the stock market like it's my ATM, okay? And if you want to be a trader, or if you are a retail trader, this week, well, if you want to be, then you don't know, but if you are, then you do know that this week on June 4th, traders with small accounts like mine, our lives have been changed forever. What do I mean by that? Well, I'll tell you what I mean by that. Listen, the regulators over at FINRA, 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 and the SEC, they just officially killed the $25,000 pattern day trader rule. All right. This was a 20-year-old rule implemented in the early 2000s. It kept everyday people from day trading freely, and it's dead. Okay. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly what this massive rule change means for small accounts, why SPX, zero data expiration contracts, are my absolute weapon of choice, and I'm going to show you the exact play-by-play of my trades over the last 2 days, where I hit the market like a sniper. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is the account value. This is my account value right here. And let's go over here to the watch list where SPX, this is what I like to trade right here. This is a chart of the SPX, and today it's been downtrending. It's been trending down. The trend is your friend. Don't go against the trend. Okay, it's been going down. It has to do with macroeconomics, microeconomics. You know, who knows? We're not here to dive into the politics of the news. We're not here to, you know, go over why this, why that. We're here to look at the chart. All right, whatever the chart says, we listen. Okay, this chart right here is saying that we are going down and we need to buy puts, and that's pretty much it for me. Like I'm not a genius, you know. I'm not into how to solve major economic problems or anything like that. I'm just here to extract money from the market and treat the market like it's my ATM. That's it. That's my main goal. And I'm not here to overcomplicate things. I'm here to simplify things. Now I'm also not a teacher. Whoa. Let me see what that is. I'm also not a teacher. I'm still a student in this game. So what I'm doing is not teaching. I'm sharing my experience that I've gained over the years, the lessons, the hard lessons learned from my mistakes, the stubborn mistakes that I made by not listening to myself, you know, because we all have an intuition. We have a gut. Sometimes our gut tells us one thing and we do another. And so I'm here to express my love for trading and whatnot. So this is pretty much what I would like to do for the rest of my life, by the way, is get into trading. So let's go back to the account value. All right, let's go ahead. You can see here over the past 2 days, past 5 days it says, but I've only been trading 2 days. I'm up 21%, almost 22%. That's a $543 gain in 2 days. And, you know, it takes me very little time. These are my entries and exits, buys and sales. I mean, you can see here that I entered 1041. I'm out at 1042. So it's crazy. I mean, you already know, as a truck driver, I don't have time to scan 50 different individual stocks, okay, or read earnings reports for 10 different tech companies or anything like that, or worry about a CEO tweeting something crazy at midnight, or our president tweeting something. You know, I don't have time for that. So I trade SPX because, okay, SPX, it represents the broad market. So it gives me 3 massive advantages, okay? Number 1, insane liquidity, all right? I can get in and out of a trade in literal fractions of a second, okay? The fields are absolutely clean, in, out, okay? Tax advantages, okay? SPX has tax advantages. They fall under a section 1256, okay, what is known as, which is the benefits of that is that you get a 60-40 tax split on capital gains. Another one is their pure cash settlements, okay? There's no risk of getting assigned early on shares. When the trade is done, it's done. All right. So when you couple that with 0 DTE, 0 data expiration contracts, the leverage is explosive. You just have to know how to manage the risk and be incredibly disciplined. Okay, so what I'm showing you here is just my entries and exits. These are my fills and stuff like that. So you can see it's a little bit of time, but I want to go over some things before the video ends. So I basically recorded this. I'm learning how to, you know, edit and stuff like that. So bear with me, please. So I want to talk about the game changer. Okay, for over 2 decades, if you had less than $25,000 in a margin account, you were locked into a maximum of 3 day trades every 5 business days. Okay, if you broke that rule, your account got flagged and locked. And trust me, I know I had this happen to me multiple times. All right, So it completely cripples small accounts trying to build momentum. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build momentum, compound interest, small wins every day, small base hits every day. Okay, we're not trying to go for home runs. I know you see these people online talking about 500 to 500,000 and stuff like that. No, listen, we're not trying to do that. We're trying to just small, simple, okay, keep it short, sweet. So on June 4th, this is the big rule that changed. So on June 4th, the rule is wiped out. So the SEC and FINRA replaced it with a real-time risk-based intraday margin system. Okay, what does that mean for us? For us, what does that mean? So as long as you maintain the baseline margin equity of $2,000, you are no longer limited on the number of day trades you can make. Unlimited day trades with your money settling instantly. All right. So basically the past 2 days, as you can see here, these are my trades. All right. I want to show you the power of this and why time efficiency is everything when you're balancing a busy life. So let's look at my actual trade data from the last 48 hours. It's right here. All right. So basically on day one, my total active time in the market, 4 minutes and 37 seconds. That's it. 4 minutes and 37 seconds. My total gross profit, $280. Okay. That averages out to an insane blended rate. It averages out to a rate per hour of $3,600. That is why you see these trading gurus selling their courses for thousands of dollars. It averages out to $3,600, and that was day one. Let's go to day two. Okay, it's copy and paste consistency. That's what it is, because on day two, all right, I stepped up to the screen and I ran the exact same blueprint. All right, basically this time I did it with a little bit more efficiency, like with a little bit more urgency. Okay, because the total time on this day, which is today, was 2 minutes and 28 seconds. All right, my profit, $280 again, as you can see here. All right, so that averages out to a $6,800 an hour for the time my money was on the table. So between both days, I spent a grand total of 7 minutes and 5 seconds actually exposed to market risk and walked away with $560 gross profit. And that's why I love trading SPX. It's fast, lightning fast. Some people don't like it, to each their own. I encourage you to do what is best for you. So I just want to say that this is what I like to do, and I'm getting better at it, and I'm sharing my experience with you, and I'll continue to do this. So if you want to see exactly how I set up these levels and manage these lightning fast trades right from the road, make sure you smash that subscribe button. All right, hit that like button for the algorithm, and drop a comment below on how the new PDT rule change is going to change your trading strategy. Okay, this is Trucker Trader signing off. Stay green, stay disciplined, and I'll see you on the next haul.